It's your plan.
Are we lit or not? What's up? We're here. God brought us back. That's all that's needed. We woke up, so we here. And every time you wake up, that's your opportunity to do something about it. I am in the building. This beautiful young lady to my left, but from your view, you might say to the right, is Saucy. And it's another edition of Saucy and Hush on the couch. What episode is this?
9.
Nueve. I said it right? 9. So what's going on? What's going on? I got good energy, but I want to start with a huge rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. Y'all know the classic show The Wire. Come on, don't sit here and have to gather thoughts. You know what The Wire was and what it did. And he has many others. He's in Lovecraft Country.
That they canceled.
But in any event, rest in peace. Yo, he was big. It was key. His character was key. His energy was key. You know, and I heard he had like a nice program going on to help the less fortunate, not just homeless, but he had a couple things going on to help the community. And he was in Brooklyn where they found him. He was born in Vanderveer Projects in Brooklyn, and he stayed in Brooklyn even after blowing up. That's a Brooklyn dude right there. So I want to give a big rest in peace to him, and damn, you know what I mean? Just a silence for that. That was crazy. All right.
Thank you, Pastor Hush. Also want to let you guys know that any opinions, topics, anything you want us to discuss, you can email us at saucyandhush@gmail.com. You can also DM us on IG. Mine is Saucy or More, and his is.
How you stop him?
There you go.
I might change it to sarcasm is just one of my many talents. We did the black like we said. Oh, they thought it was a joke. So when we have these discussions, it's really like a fact.
All black like the
I
woman.
forgot she loves Little Kim. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like she's always sending a message and it means something. Okay, we want to move out of the sad thing. I said that.
It's crazy we're wearing all black. And it's a lot of depressing stuff. But we like black anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to something a little more. Beyonce just celebrated her 40th. A milestone. I'm familiar with that number.
Virgo season. Shout out to all the Virgos.
They're a little crazy, but so is all of them. So all signs. But yeah, shout out to Beyonce. Happy belated and all of that. Dope. What can Hova do? Let's talk about that. When you're that rich, both the two of y'all. Talk to me, Saucy. When you got that much money, what the fuck can he do for her birthday? I don't mean it in like a negative way.
I think
What can he do?
people underestimate little things. I think I'm pretty sure she just wants a day to herself. No kids, no industry, no artists. She just wants a day to actually be Beyonce without being Beyonce.
Is that a government name?
I'm pretty sure it is, yes.
Okay. No, because I get what you're saying, but I wanted to make sure. But no, I hear you. I mean, that's the simplistic stuff.
I'm pretty sure he probably did something
Huge.
and he also probably did something that's more intimate for them.
But do you get caught up in that whole, even the people who aren't as rich, that have some type of bread, like, we could get a little personal for the folks, okay? For the people who just watching to be lurkers, we're going to give you something to talk about. So, your past birthday, I try to do something to really show what you mean to me and what you deserve. Even with the pandemic and all of that, I try to do something well put together, as they could say. I try. You know what I mean? So the point is, if that's what I did for your last birthday, whether you understand or not, and even you mentioned in the little things, that I want to do this year better than last year, if I can. Will it happen? Who knows? This world is crazy. But that's just us sitting from a normal perspective. So if I'm Hove, whatever he did for her last year, I'm sure in the back of his mind he's trying to top that.
That's what we're assuming. I'm pretty sure he did. But I don't think. I'm trying to think. They're very private.
Oh, we won't know.
You don't really see or Beyonce a car, a house, land, a country.
She'll just pull up with it.
I'm like, you will never know. And I kind of sort of love that about them, because they doing big things, you just will never know. And that's what we as society feel like, if the world doesn't know what you're doing, they feel like you're not doing anything.
It's the total opposite. You don't need to know.
Exactly. Just know we're doing it.
That's a fact. But either event, happy belated to you, girl. On the current events, we
congratulations to Cardi B and Offset, a baby boy. I knew she was having a boy. I knew she was having it. So congratulations to them. They welcomed their first son together.
So now they have a girl and a boy. So that's the total package if they want to stop. But we're not telling you to stop. Y'all do what y'all do. Do you want to jump quickly? We talk about it. I'm sure we've touched it before. When they mentioned her having the baby, they had to mention everything that they've gone through. So that he cheated or whatever, and they got that divorce, separation or whatever, and it looked like it was a wrap. And then they reconciled, and it's like they're better than ever. Do you think the seriousness of his cheating, or how far he got into the cheating, what's the weight of that versus her forgiving and them being better than ever? Do you think that this is really possible in life? For them to go through something like that and be better than ever? Or do you feel like there's still question marks?
I would say that is basically whatever boundaries she placed for him when they got back together.
One more time, nigga, that's it.
Exactly. And
any if a fucking emoji.
And I think it also depends on the woman's aspects. Cardi B is doing well for herself, so I'm pretty sure if it didn't work out, she don't need Offset. If it's with us, with society, it's harder for people who really need that person. When the significant other knows that you need them, it's more, all right, I'm tolerating it, but don't do it again. But in the other person's mind, like, she ain't going nowhere because she needs me, or he ain't going nowhere because he needs me. So it was whatever boundary she put down for him. Like, listen, you do this again, this is gonna be the consequences. I'm taking every fucking thing and leave you with nothing. So
you think that he got the message, or you can never know. I'm just saying this is a hypothesis type of thing. So do you think that he got the message and he's in total chill mode, could he be just laying low?
I would hope he's behaving himself.
Of course, with the baby coming, I mean, like, what kind of animal are you? I mean, people have done the dirt during.
Very much so. But I will hope, but you never know until something comes out. I'm like, damn. Like you said, you never know. People put, paint this picture on social media. They can be all smiles and everything looks like it's going sweet. And then the months go down the line. I'm getting a divorce, we're getting a separation. He's been cheating on me, she's been cheating on me. I'm like, damn, so you never know. I just pray for the best that he's doing right. And she put the boundaries down. She put her foot down. Like, nigga, what you not gonna do is play with me and my children. So if you respect me and our kids, you're gonna do right. And if not, you can kick the rocks.
Well said by a Capricorn. Had to play with you. It's funny, this next announcement I have, because I'm so theatrical. Saucy brought up, is that last episode or the episode before last, that Steph Curry parents are going through some things, the divorce and all of that. So,
3.
Right. 3 episodes ago? Not that long ago.
I think 5. Might be 5.
And we up to 9,
9, yeah.
Y'all go back and I want a comment purposely for the people who've been keeping track, keeping score. Let us know what episode that was. Thank you. Anyway, I say that to say Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade had a live with Steph Curry and Ayesha Curry. And it appears in the beginning of their relationship, Steph and Ayesha, Gabrielle said that they wouldn't make it. They should see other people, have sex with other people because of the age they were, and I don't really know the stipulations of their situation. So Dwayne Wade recently commented like, yeah, we different now. We apologize on that. But they was on live, so it's not like Gabrielle said that behind their back. They were live, and she said that to them on their live. What's your take on that? And who the hell? I'm sorry, excuse my friend. How about to say, when did Gabrielle Union become the relationship guru? Okay, she got Dwayne Wade and all that, and they seem happy, but I would look at it like, don't tell me and mines what we should do. But can you believe that?
I'm pretty sure that's what they were saying to themselves, so it never happened. Everybody can tell anybody who's in their circle. I'm assuming that they were comfortable enough in their circle to even discuss that. They were probably having an open relationship with their circle, and everybody can have their own opinion on how somebody else's relationship. What works for you might not work for us. Maybe you guys, had an open relationship or whatever the case may be. If that worked for y'all, kudos to y'all. But that's not what we want to do. You can suggest it, but you ain't gonna do the shit. So I mean, for you to say who was Gabrielle Union, maybe to her in that moment, that's her circle, that's her people. You be around amongst friends like, y'all mad young. Did y'all experience, life yet? You guys got together, you got married at a young age, and I know how that is. Being in a relationship young, getting married young, and sometimes if you haven't experienced everything, it kind of like temptation to experience stuff that you never experienced, which will kind of sort of lead to other things. But if that couple is grounded and also has God, which they do, they're very religious, anything is possible when you have the two people who's on one accord. And it's harder when you have one person who's on one area and another person's all over the place. I can definitely see the relationship being a little shaky. But when you guys are two forces on the same page, there's nothing you can do.
Nothing you can't do.
Nothing you can't do, and nothing that anybody can do to
Got
break
you, my bad. Yep.
Yes. So that's what I have to
real quick, I don't really want to touch this, but because I have a very opinionated, strong-minded woman sitting next to me, tell me about this theatrics, this Lil Nas X cat. He has a debut album, and his pose for the album is him pregnant. I can't condone this. I don't care. I don't want to get canceled like the baby. I'm sorry. For all our viewers that are bi-curious, bisexual, gay, lesbian, it's not a community that I'm attacking. I'm not attacking y'all as a whole. I'm just saying, this Lil Nas X thing, I don't know, it disturbs me. Y'all tell me. Because can a man have a baby? Is that his freedom to want to show that?
I'm pretty sure the way this world is going, they're gonna make it possible for men to have a baby. It's so much going on. I seen it, and I'm like, okay. I mean, the reason why I say that, because the way the world is going, you never know. You have men transition into women, women transition into men who, I mean, I read it, and he said that, you know, he did it because his new album is coming, and that he's birthing his baby. I get it, but it's weird. But if that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. People, I'm pretty sure people is loving it. Some people who's loving it. Some people who do, I mean, that's that man. Whatever he wants to do, let him be great. I mean, all I can do is educate my children, let them know, because this is what I think people, as you know, they're concerned with kids. They're seeing this, they're confused. But what you have to realize, we as parents have to educate our children. It don't stop with school. Because kids, when they leave this house, they experience things in school that we're not aware of on social media. So if you don't educate your children when they leave this house, or when you're in this house, and let them know what's right and what is wrong, and what people's opinion is, and what it's like they say, it's a free country, which is really free. People can do what they want to do. They can say what they want to say, and they're obligated to show how they express what they want to express in their own manner. We as parents have to educate our children and have to let our children know, listen, you will see things that's unnatural to you. Who are we to judge?
I'm sorry. I think this whole time, I don't want to get canceled. Please don't take me too literally. And again, it's not the community. I don't care who you love, who you choose to lay with, who you choose to be with. It's your God-given right. Please don't mistake what I'm saying here. My issue, a man can't have a baby now. If they make it possible, fine, but they can't do it now. So it's one thing if a guy likes a guy. It's one thing if a girl likes a girl. This like, we don't need no more instigation needed to say, okay, he wants to pose pregnant, show he's pregnant. Then his response to some of the people who felt similar to me, he was saying that negative energy is not healthy for the baby. So now you're really trying to, it's not funny. It's not funny. You're really trying to lose the youth, Deb. Because
it's to me, because he's an artist. He is laughing at this. He's mentally, you know, it's funny to me, because I'm like, because to me, stuff like that used to bother me. Like, I'm like, yo, what's wrong with people? People is gonna do what the hell they wanna do. People gonna do what the hell they wanna do. So I would laugh at shit like that, because at the end of the day, if the Lord decides to call him home tomorrow, that's who he got to explain all that shit to. That's who you got to explain that to. So I'm not gonna get myself up in an uproar over what this man wants to do with his body, what he wants to sing about, what he wants to do. All I can do is prepare my children and let them know, because that's who my responsibility is. Because we can take the phones away, we can take the media away, we can do what we want to do to try to hide them, but 10 years down the line, if they do come up with something for men to have children, and your child happens to walk out and see a man who's pregnant, how are you going to explain that? Don't look at the man. Stay in the house for the rest of your life. The world is changing in ways, and the days. The world is changing in ways we cannot explain. When we're all gone and our kids are older and now they're having grandkids, you don't know what in 2070 is going to be like. You have to really, y'all have to really think about that. I'm pretty sure in the 1980s, they didn't think all this shit was going to be happening. They probably started seeing it, but they didn't think all this was going to happen. So again, I mean, you might not like it. I don't care less, because I know there's going to be more coming. I know it's going to be more coming. It's going to be something more worse than what we're seeing. So I'm not going to get myself behind the keyboard, cancel him, shut him down, or whatever the hell, what's wrong with him? Somebody to sit down and that he's young for one. He probably has no real guidance. I'm like, whatever, do you, bro? I can care less.
Never under God's blue skies did I think that I can say anything or have the right to say cancel him. The sit down, I wish. But I'm just making a valid view opinion based on just what it did for me. What I'm discussing now is how I felt when I saw it. So even if I'm over it now and Saucy is the more level-headed of this scenario between the two of us discussing this, I was giving y'all how I felt on impact. Yes, after you sit there for a second, you go, yeah, the world we live in today, yeah. He could rap about whatever the fuck he want though. Like, without doing the picture of the pregnancy shit, he could have had a whole song saying he wish he pregnant, he want to get pregnant. Like what you say in your songs, whatever, express. But for a photo shoot, an album cover where this is Googled, I just don't like the freedom of that specifically. Because Google is accessible to anybody. Just like as an album cover, you know that your album cover is viral. It's gonna go viral. It's gonna reach places. I want to know the message, and I would give, if we were big enough, famous enough, I wouldn't even hate. I would interview him because he would have to tell me what is the positive side or what uplifting message is he trying to send doing that. What's his take on it? Because Saucy's right. I could only go off of, I don't know him. I've never been around him. I never had a conversation with him. If he could sit here and give you something positive or a message that he has that could make me half consider.
You don't think that...
What would he say?
You don't think he is actually speaking to the men who wish they could be pregnant?
So that's the positive. For all the men who want to have babies, and I'm not clowning this, so the people who want to, he's the voice for them.
I mean, that's probably why he's, well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, the way I'm getting with it, when you have men who adopt children, you don't think deep down inside they wish they could have a baby?
So we're going to give a pass on this?
Listen.
If it's not a gimmick, if it's not just for sales, if it's not for just clout chasing, we can sort of have an understanding if he's naturally saying that this is for the people, this is for the guys and men who want to have kids. If his honest, genuine sense of entitlement and responsibility is representing that genuinely and wholeheartedly, I'll give you a fraction of understanding. But if this is clout chasing and he's just friggin' bugged out, that's that part. But there's a part of you, right? That's why I said I'll interview.
But that's why, I'm trying to understand. Either it's one thing, it could be clout, or he probably wish he could probably can have a child. And like I said, I go back to see that the same sex couples, meaning men, either they try to get surrogates or they adopt when they want to have a family. So I sometimes try to think what everybody else is thinking. And I'm saying to myself, maybe some of these men wish they could actually have kids. Didn't they have a movie where a man was actually pregnant?
I think it was Junior. Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, somebody, I can't
or
remember.
Or was it, we can't do that.
I'm just saying.
If we're going to do that, let me try to find the exact. Go ahead.
But it was a movie that a man was actually pregnant. You know what I'm saying? We thought it was funny because, men can't get pregnant. But it's just, this was already out.
The idea of it.
Exactly. So now that we're seeing somebody.
Junior, I was right.
Yeah, Junior. The man.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And who else?
Who became the governor of California. Mm-hmm. It's, what's the little guy? Danny DeVito. Mm-hmm. And yeah, this movie, you have a very good point. Came out in 1994.
Did people, what was their view about that? But I guess because it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. I
think there was comedy to it, and they didn't really try to make it a serious. Like they didn't make it realistic. They didn't try to say it was. They didn't try to make it look like you should believe in this. It was a fairy tale, and it was comical. So they reached, but they
kind of sugarcoated it.
Right, which I didn't really watch. I watched some of it, but I didn't watch it to really judge it. But I know that it was based on comedy. So if you're just trying to entertain folks, it doesn't make it okay. But Lil Nas X, I think, again, we're not sure if he's really clout chasing or he's just trying to be just different in the wrong way. And that's why I said I would give him a chance. If we're big, when we get big, I would interview him. I'm not canceling him. I'm not saying I wouldn't go around him. I'm saying he would have to sit here and tell me what's the deeper message in that. What is his real view?
Is he signed to somebody?
We can check that as well.
Because, listen.
Are you saying the label should say, what the hell? Yo, bro.
I mean, he's only able to do so much that he's allowed to do.
I think a photo shoot can be done the way you want, but now, even when they try to cancel it, let's say the label was against it, once he does it and posts it, he has how many million followers? So they can't really stop that. They could say that won't be his album cover, but they can't stop the posting.
And also, they can also drop him as an artist. But listen, like I said, it's that man, what he wants to do, he's going to do. People's going to agree and disagree. From the time he came out and told everybody, he was, gay.
I'm not mad at that part.
He, he just started doing more and more things. And it's just, listen, it is what it is.
He signed to Columbia Records.
So.
And it was a bidding war for him because the Muse record label was offering more bread. But I guess a Muse is independent maybe. Because I never really heard of a Muse. For everybody who does, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But if I'm have a choice between a Muse and Columbia, I would have to do my research heavy because I'm probably choosing Columbia. Because that's who one of your favorite artists started with. DMX started with Columbia. So clearly they're not that bad because I'm sure X wouldn't have been with the fuck shit. Not saying they're the best label. So, Leah, I apologize to the community of, gay, lesbian, bi, whatever. It's not to cancel y'all. It's not to come at y'all at all. It's just what message is really being sent. And I think that this part y'all may get on me or judge me for, maybe. But my thing is, y'all have an impact. Whether y'all feel it's not enough, y'all have an impact. Y'all voices heard. Y'all have parades. I'm not saying y'all supposed to feel like, fine, that's enough. But y'all are damn near considered equal, if not better than the norm, or whatever we call norm. So y'all not really lacking for nothing. So I just said there's no need to sensationalize and jump overboard to try to get accepted. Y'all are winning. I don't see how y'all not. I'm gonna throw the quick shot of the Drake song, Girls Want Girls. What you said? That had the most streams? Y'all winning. I just don't think that there's a need to like really jump over the, off, what they call that? When the person jumps off the boat into the water?
The plank?
Not even that, no. When you go, there's it, overboard? There you go. Plank, like you said. I'm just looking at something real quick and then we'll jump ahead. But that was crazy for me. I just, again, it was in the moment. And I'm glad Saucy was able to level-headedly explain what it really is. You know what I mean? I just feel there's no need for certain stuff. That's all. He was also, DMX was on Def Jam. But yeah, Columbia was first. I was just trying to verify that. But I could, have confidence in my thoughts. I'm sure I'm right about that. So we're going to jump into this spicy one that probably can last the rest of this. We watching Raising Kanan. Starting to pick up now. The character on there, I don't feel like it. If you've been watching Fat Joe does lives. I think Fat Joe does podcasting a little bit as well. So if you follow him, you can get all the specifics on who we're talking about. So a character from Raising Kanan was at a party that Fat Joe had. I don't really remember the party and what it was for. Was it a birthday? I can't verify. No matter what though, I guess the entrance of the party or the beginning of the party, Fat Joe was with his wife. And the Raising Kanan character.
What's his name?
Guess we gotta find it.
Yeah, because that.
He said stop being lazy.
Yeah, that Raising King character. Like who? Like they don't know who you're referring to.
If they're watching Raising Kanan right now.
Did you say which one? There was multiple ones.
Oh, like I didn't have to get so specific. All I had to say was Kanan's uncle.
The uncle that's bald-headed looking.
Nah, it's a little seasoned.
The one who doesn't have the high top. The second uncle. The one who's into the music now.
All right, you got that.
Just be a little bit more
specific. Oh, his name is Malcolm Mays. He plays Lou.
Yeah, Lou.
That's Lou. Malcolm Mays. Does if he made it to which station does that? Hot 97? Donkey of the Day? No, Breakfast Club do that. So he might get Donkey of the Day for this. So anyway, he goes up to Fat Joe and says, "No disrespect. Is that your wife?" So he goes, "Yeah." Again, no disrespect. With all respect, is that your wife? He says, "Yeah." Yo, you are so lucky. Watch the Fat Joe shit. I'm just gonna stop right there. What are we doing in this situation? Especially, you're my wife and you're right there witnessing this. What we doing? How are you addressing this? How are you feeling? And what you expect me to do? And I'm not being funny with that because you don't gotta tell me what to do. But what are you expecting me to do? And what is your next move after hearing that?
Well, I really don't have a thing, and I wouldn't even say anything. It's basically a what with how you feel. You can take it in a positive aspect, or you can take it in a negative aspect. We get this all the time. Or if I'm by myself and guys happen to come up to me like, yo, you married? You with somebody? Yeah. Well, God bless. No, let him know he blessed. God bless him. You know what I'm saying? I get it all the time. So me, if I was in that situation and I was with you and someone said that to you, to me it wouldn't faze me because we get that on a regular basis. It's all how you're going to react because you're the man. I don't know what's considered disrespectful for you because again, we get this all the time. And for him, we don't know who the hell he is. We just know who he is because of Kanan. It's not like he was a A-list celebrity that say that I was like 50 Cent saying at the Fat Joe. Now you're being fucking disrespectful. He probably was like hype in the moment. He's excited to be around Fat Joe and all these celebrities. And he probably had a little look at him and got beside himself. So he probably was repeating himself because he was just like, yo, this shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people get, the liquor get involved, and even if liquor isn't involved, if you're put in a situation where you've never been around celebrities like that, you're now being an up-and-coming actor because besides Kanan, before Kanan, we don't know who this man was.
You might add other things. I could Google that. But that's the biggest.
But again, I don't know who this man is.
Malcolm Mays.
So
see what he's done.
It all depends. I mean, I would like to know how Fat Joe handled that because again, he could have brushed it off like, yo, he could have been like, yo, you being disrespectful, or he could have been like, okay, you're being a groupie now. You know what I'm saying? So I really wouldn't know what to say because like I stress we get this all the time. Men either, and just like we had, you know, my nephew said, yo, if I'm with somebody and a man ain't approaching me and letting me know my woman is bad, something's wrong.
Malcolm Mays was in Life of a King. That I believe has.
That was with.
Rest in peace, guys.
Yes. Chad.
Black Panther, Boswick. Yep. Mm-hmm. He was in Southpaw.
He was.
Yeah. That's a good movie. The Day Shall Come. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the rest of the stuff is. Love is Love. But that's to just say that he still might be the biggest in Raising Kanan. But these are too powerful. Yeah. Life of a King and Southpaw. That is enough to say, okay, that wasn't his first go-round.
No, A Life of a King, no, that's not Chadwick.
Oh, because it has this guy,
yeah.
Cuba Gooding.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
There's another King type title.
Chadwick.
We apologize.
Yeah.
But, gee, I think we gotta really take our hats off for Saucy tonight because she's being the level-headed one. You know, I already had one blow up with the little Nas X thing. Now with this, I feel like my issue lies in the repetitive. If you compliment once, keep it chucking, fine. The repeat. If he said yes the first time, what did he think the answer was going to be the second time?
And again, this is why I said it could have had liquor influence, or he could have been just like, because I've been there, done that. I know what it feels like for somebody to constantly like, yo, you, damn, like you look good. Just, it could be a huge compliment. It could be a huge compliment. But like I said, it all depends on that man. If that man is secure in himself and he know he got a badass woman, he's gonna get that. He's gonna get that. Only a man who's insecure and knows that he's not doing right by his woman, and a man happen to approach him like, yo, I have men all the time. Like, you got a man be out here in the street. He better step his game up. You don't know what the hell this man is doing. No, he stepped his game up very well. So it's just like
You telling me to let it ride?
Huh?
You telling me to let it ride?
You have a that your wife is beautiful, and you have a beautiful one as well. So let that, if he ain't sitting there trying to grab on your wife or trying to damn it beat you up for, let that shit go. You got a bad one. And I'm pretty sure Fat Joe was like, you brush it off like, yeah, I know.
Nah, he said some slick shit. Well, he didn't say slick. Well, I think what it was, and again, you could go to the Fat Joe, on Instagram is Fat Joe, and it's on one of his posts. So I think what we're saying, if I can relate to Fat Joe in any type of way, and your cousin was right, you do want your woman to be noticed to an extent, but we're having the inner thoughts on it. Not so much saying how we would react, would we really wild out, but we're saying to ourselves, whether in the moment or later on, like, that motherfucker think he funny. Or, yeah, I hear you, nigga. Keep it moving, though.
Yeah.
Because the repetitive shit is crazy to me. So, yes, if we're out somewhere, and like you said, you've been through it dozens of times, yeah, the proper mature way is to just say, yo, good looking, thank you, appreciate that, that's it. But you can tell the difference. And we weren't there and we don't know the vibe. Because there's a vibe, there's a body language that will show if it's in respectable terms or if you're trying to be a wise guy.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure if it was any type of disrespect, you would have heard more about it. That Joe would probably slap the shit out of him.
Maybe his wife grabbed him or something. I was like, chill.
You never know. But like I said, if we allow people to get under our skin about everything that they say, because people are going to be petty. There's going to be ones who's going to be petty. There's ones who's not going to know their place, and it's all about like you're gonna let it bother you or keep it pushing.
I think this topic should have been before the Lil Nas X, because I was already a little heated from that, and that's probably why this one heats me a little bit too. But thank you for being a level-headed one out of the two of us. And Saucy is right in both scenarios. Listen, it's a free country, but it ain't free to live in this motherfucker.
Damn, Joey.
But you can be who you want to be. If you want to compliment and repeat yourself like you have fucking Tourette's or something's wrong with you, and you need to fucking repeat that you just said, my wife looks bad. That's your wife? Yes. That's your wife? I don't know if you Jimmy 2 times or whatever, but whatever, then fine. You want to just give double reassurance that she's beautiful. She deserves all the compliments in the world. Let's not minus that, because at the end of the day, she's receiving the compliment, even if it's not directly. So let her be great. Let it be rewarding, because she is beautiful. So fine. Don't sweat it. Let it go. Let it rock. What happened? Cameraman, we what? Where we at with it?
43.
Oh, so let's talk some shit some more. Yeah, back to this repeating motherfucker. So, really, and like I said, it's a whole bunch of dynamics. Like if he pulled him to the side to say that, or did he say that in a crowd setting?
We don't know.
No, but I'm saying these are the factors that help me determine if I'm letting it rock. I mean, I'm probably letting it rock regardless. Let me not try to act like, God forbid, I'm a tough guy. It's not about that. It's about respect and how you do stuff. Because, and Saucy tells me this all the time, and I never learn, and I will learn one day. If it was me, I'm pulling Fat Joe to the side, yo. That's a good one right there, boy. And that's the end of that. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But that's you. Again, he could have been in the moment. He could have been a little intoxicated. We don't know the situation at hand.
Nah, Fat Joe said it just started. It was at the entrance.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but that don't mean nothing because people pregame.
He could have been excited. You know, I mean, if I was in a situation like that.
Wait, I got it. I got how we could close out strong. That's vice versa this. Me and you blow up big.
Mm-hmm.
We're somewhere. And a female does that. You better keep it a stack. A female goes the same repetitive shit. And you know how women can be more instigating than men. So with her repetitive ass, she's even doing a little,
Yeah.
How are you doing this? How you handle this? You better keep going.
You know, I'm petty. I'm very petty. And I'm like, I know you look good, right? I sleep right next to him like every night. And suck his dick.
Beep. Is this thing on?
I'm petty. So I'm like, yes. Every night. So it wouldn't bother me. I love it. I love that attention. I love it.
I felt the chill sitting next to her. God damn it.
So I mean, it won't bother. I want women to come up to me and be like, "Hey, look," I'm like, I know I sleep next to this man every night. He has a big bongo leg. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you want what I fucking have.
So is that the same again with how you expect me to react to that? So I don't have to do nothing. Am I supposed to say thank you? What am I supposed to do in that?
I would say thank you. I would say thank you. I know.
No, I'm supposed to say thank you. I know.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Some conceited type shit. Like yeah.
That's supposed to boost you.
No. I just want to know where your head is at with this. I know what it is, but I just want to see how you view it. Because that's what we should do on this segment. Like when we have scenarios, flip it to how the women would handle it.
That's how I would handle it. I would love it. I love for women to look. I mean, but even we just have that type of relationship. So we talk about women's body, you know what I'm saying, all the time. So I love for, and if a woman come up to me and be like, yo, I'm like, I know, sis, tell me about it. He's a little crazy sometimes, but yes.
Thank you, I know, is my supposed to be response. Ladies and gentlemen out there, think about this scenario. Think about this scenario. Saucy is right. It does deal with a lot of confidence and security that will help you be able to shrug this situation off like it's nothing. But if there's underlying issues, there might be an issue with this. But I feel like everything is fair. So the same way a man goes through that, women could go through that. And I want y'all to both think on this. It really, at the end of the day, maturely, there's no reason to turn up. It really isn't.
Because if you want no one to look at your woman, get you an ugly broad. I'm not saying, and not everybody's ugly.
I'm fighting if I have an ugly broad and you still disrespect me like that. Because now you fucking blonde or fucking nearsighted. What the fuck?
Let me stop, because no one's ugly. No one's ugly. Let me stop. No one's ugly. You just not. I don't know.
I'm in my bag tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's ugly.
You're just not attracted to me. So I'm not gonna say you're ugly. Everybody's ugly, an ugly person. You just might not be attracted to me. You might not be attracted to him. You might have other, assets that might make you look good. So, I'm trying
to. Back in the day in school, man. Yo, shout out to I Don't Do This. Yo, shout out my man Easy. We used to joke about this and say we called chicks Butterface because everything looked good. Butterface. And that's just crazy. Talk to me, Cameron.
49.
All right, we close out with 1 minute. We're doing our last minute. That was a good one. But yeah, maturely. There's no reason to turn up, especially at an event. Something that was put together very nicely and beautifully. So just eat that and like Saucy said, if you're in your petty game, you got little comments, that you could come back with. But beauty is noticed by a lot. It's what's in the cup.
Bubbly.
The bubbly. So enjoy the fact that you have something beautiful, because with that comes a lot.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So don't really take it no way. We were just clowning around a little bit. Fat Joe, you got a beautiful wife. Just enjoy that, embrace that, and I'm sure you do. And homie don't know, you know what I mean? Like, let homie rock. Let homie rock. And that's what Saucy's telling me. Let it rock. Let it rock. Vice versa.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. And you know, it's all right. It's all good. Some people know not what they do. They not even used to greatness. They not used to, you know what I'm saying? So just think on that. Be safe. And we'll holler later. Peace.